Welcome to Candid Conversations. I am your co-host, Coach Ken Canion, in the building, aka the professor, aka the doctor, alongside Wookster.
Welcome. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I was going to keep giving you your stuff.
Go ahead, get it to me.
All right, alongside Wookster, aka Razzy, aka my chick.
I don't think they've ever heard of Razzy before.
Oh, yeah. That was one of our new
Old.
One of our old
That's
names.
Razzy was almost one of the first ones.
Because that's what Rico used to call you.
He sure did.
Razzy. All right.
Rico used to say, "Let me drink your bath water before you get in it."
You still You
I
know
always
what?
ask somebody that.
You know
You so
what?
fine, I drink your bath water right before you get in it.
You know what?
Rico.
That's funny. All right. Look. Go on, say something.
Okay, so today's sponsor is Walk and Talk with Coach Karen. If you have ever felt unloved, unseen, unheard, listen, I've been there too. I know all of those things. Join me on my Wednesday morning Walk and Talk here in Greensboro. You're in the surrounding areas. We would love to have you. We do it's a little light exercise, but we accept all exercise levels. So if you are one of those, what they do, you can come. And if you just what's that? Karate Kid? No, Taekwondo. Like if you like. Anyway, we would love to have you out Wednesday morning for our walk and talk. It is a very powerful, empowering walk. It's an hour. Look, listen, we would love for you guys to come out. I didn't do my sponsor as well as Ken, but you just watch. I'm going to get there. All I need is y'all to come out every Wednesday morning, 6 a.m., Harrison Middle School here in Greensboro. I'll see you next Wednesday. Bam, it's on you now, nigga.
That was pretty good.
I kind of stumbled a little bit because you threw it on me. You know, I didn't get to practice and look in the mirror, but I'm all right.
That was pretty
I
good.
got the point.
That's pretty good.
I got the point.
Okay. All right. So, last week's show was good.
Ask Coach Ken. I like that. We took a lot of questions that we've been holding on to. Not so much letters, but questions that we've been holding on to. And I was able to ask you some of those questions. And people actually loved that.
They did. You know, sometimes when people ask me questions, I don't ever want to say what people want to hear. I always want to say what works, you know? And if you like that kind of content that just works, subscribe to the channel, all right? And we're over 212,000 subscribers.
Oh, wow.
And click the notification bell. When we drop a video, you'll be the first to know.
First, not the second. But
Along with all the other people that hit the notification bell too.
I had just did a little rap. And then you just.
Oh, you did a rap.
I was trying to. It's done now. You know, you got to get
If
it
it
in
was
the moment.
done now.
No, you got to get it in the moment. I was flowing and you just like went over my flow, you know. It's just mine come and go.
Your flow hit the flow. Your flow hit the flow.
And it did.
It didn't last long. All right, so what we got? What we got today?
So today we have a letter, Coach Ken. And this letter is a little, I'll let you be the judge.
Oh, snap.
I'll let you be the judge. It's not your typical letter to me. Okay. So, dear Coach Ken, I really don't know where to start. I'm almost embarrassed to write this because all of my friends think I'm being extra. But here goes. I've been dating a guy for 2.5 years. He's everything I could ever want in a man. He's kind, he puts me first, and he's an amazing protector. When we met, I told him up front that I had no plans on having sex until I was married. Although I wasn't a virgin when we met, I decided that I would no longer give my body, I decided that I would only give my body to my husband, not my boyfriend, not my fiance, but my husband. He had no issue with that until now. He's pressuring me and threatening me in a joking manner about it. He talks about getting a side piece on a regular. When we have an argument, he brings it up. And I know that he is frustrated, but I promised myself that I would wait. How do I hold on to my standards and my man? Coach Ken, please help. You always talk about creating standards.
Did they say Coach K or Coach Ken?
Ken, K-E-N, Ken.
I thought they might have asked both of us.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
I'm gonna have some fun with this.
Okay.
So let me say this to you. There is no right or wrong answer here. Mm-hmm. Here's why I say that. Some people might say, hey, I'm gonna wait. Some other people might say, I need to try the goods out before I commit for a lifetime. Mm-hmm. I need to know that the sex ain't trash. Okay? So she's asking me, but I'm going to take it from the standpoint of her standards. Mm-hmm. Because that's
what I was going to say. You always talk about creating standards for yourself.
Okay.
She's created this standard.
A standard is the bare minimum that you will accept in a relationship. Mm-hmm. In any kind of relationship, whether it's romantic or not. Okay. It's the bare minimum that I will accept. My standard is this. So for instance, let me give you an example. You say your standard is we have to go out once a week on a date, date night. That your standard is I won't accept anything. I don't want to accept anything less than that. Okay. So in this case, my standard is that no sex before marriage. Mm-hmm. Okay? Now, here's what I will say. Whenever we create a standard, we create a standard for our own well-being. It is a form of self-care. Okay? Because what you're saying is the thing that I have said I need in my life for my own self-care, self-edification, self-actualization, whatever it might be. And so if she's created that standard based on looking at her life, reflecting on her life, and determining what I don't want. Mm-hmm. I don't want that, but I do want this. Okay? And so here's what happens. When you get in a relationship, many people will try to attempt to make you compromise your standards. And now if she decides that I'm gonna get that thing up, okay, it's her decision. But she should not compromise the standard based on pressure, because you said pressure of another person. Because ultimately, if it does not work, she will resent him and blame herself. She will go into guilt, shame, and many other emotions that don't actually edify her if it doesn't work out like she thinks, like she wants to, because she compromised on her standards. So that's what I'm saying. Now, she can fully change her mind. She can decide, I'm going to change my mind, and now the pressure's on, and I'm closing my legs because it's getting moist down there. It get moist down there. You know how your leg get closed like that. It get moist down in that mud. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You doing like that right now? Okay. If she decides that I'm going to forego this particular standard because for whatever reason, I'm okay with where the relationship is, or I am just aroused by this individual. If that's the case, okay. But it's got to be your decision.
Audience, what would you suggest that she would do? Does she give in? Because it would be giving in because it's not what she wants, according to her letter. Or should she hold on to the standards that she set for herself? What would you do?
What would you do? You do know I was about to ask you, what would you do? Let me
Well,
ask you.
what I would tell her, or what would I do?
Okay. First, I would hear both. What would you do and what would you tell her?
I would tell her the same thing I would do, especially at this
Okay.
point in my life.
Okay.
If I have created a standard for myself, and when we met, I expressed that to you, you didn't have an issue with it at that point. You were like, oh, yeah, I'm good. And 2 years down the road, you change, then I got to change my standard, and you haven't raised up the bar. Like, we still boyfriend and girlfriend. And so I'm saying, I give you all you want as my husband. And then we still right here. You still at my boyfriend and girlfriend. I'm waiting for you to come up here and meet me here. And so you're not up here. You still here. So no, keep my cookies in the jar.
Well, you didn't keep your cookies in the jar.
That wasn't my standard then. I said now. If that was my standard now,
but
you know what?
when I was laughing at but like, how do you want it?
Ultimately, my husband smacked my butt. It was just pre-marriage.
Okay, so
because look, what if she gives in?
She done gave that thing to some other cats. They might say, look, you gave that thing to some other dudes. That's why I got to suffer.
That's why she said, look, I want to just give it to one person for the rest of my life. I just want to be on one. I just give me that vitamin D. That's all I want. I don't want to keep spread. You know what I'm saying?
Vitamin D.
Like, what if she gives in, and the relationship goes sour? Okay. And that's something, I can go back and get my T-shirt from your house. I can get my toothbrush out the holder. I can get my panties out the drawer. But I can't go back and retrieve no tail that I done gave you. And I done created a standard that I'm going to keep this to myself until my husband comes along, and I done gave it to this guy in 2.5 years. And then two months later, he like, this relationship ain't gonna work, and then I gotta start back over.
But so wait a minute.
I gotta start my celibacy back over.
So wait a minute. So what if I say then I don't think I need to pay? I don't think I need to pay going out to eat, or you're not my wife. I ain't providing for when we get in a relationship. I'm gonna provide for you then.
Well,
that's my standard.
So
my standard is I ain't paying.
If we meet and you give me that standard when we meet, and I say, okay, we can always go Dutch, then that's on me. If I'm a little short today and I just got to tell you, we can't eat today, baby, that's on me. If I agreed to that standard in the beginning. Now, if you created the standard after you done took me out to eat 15 times, then we got a problem. If I done gave you some CooNaycheeStank, and then all of a sudden I don't want to give up no CooNaycheeStank no more, then, that's different. But if I meet you and I tell you, I'm keeping my CooNaycheeStank to myself, and then you mess around, and then 2 years in, you be like, let me get that CooNaycheeStank, and I told you, listen, my CooNaycheeStank is off limits, then it's still off limits. That's just it. No CooNaycheeStank for you until you're my husband.
So here's the CooNaycheeStank. CooNaycheeStank. Okay, I want to focus on the stank part.
Yeah.
I want to focus on the steak part. CooNaycheeStank. Now, is that a good stank? Is that a good steak, or is that like a bad steak? See, that could go either way. You know what I mean? Okay. I got thrown off by the CooNaycheeStank. I got thrown off. Okay. Now, here's the thing, though. The thing is, as human beings, we have the right to change how we feel. You have the right to change how you feel. I can make another decision based on new information. Here's new information. New information is when we first started, maybe I wasn't as close to you. Because a lot of men, so I'm gonna hip you to a little game.
Okay, go hit me.
Hip you to a little game. When a man like you, when he like you, Okay, listen what I'm saying. When he like you. I ain't talking about somebody who's just trying to bust. But when he like you, women want to connect prior to having sex. They want to be connected with you to have sex. Okay? A man uses sex to connect.
Okay.
Do you see the difference?
Yes.
And so that could be different. When a man, if a woman ain't giving me none, then in my mind, she ain't connected to me. And I'm not connected to her. Okay, I'm just throwing that out, just throwing this psychological thing out to you. Okay, it's a psychological phenomenon. And what happens is, if she's not giving me any sex, I may not feel as connected to her. And I might want to, because I'm connected to you emotionally. Now I want to add in the physical element that solidifies the connection. Now I'm not talking about fuck boys, and I'm not talking about somebody that just trying to slam, trying to smash. You see what I'm saying? So I want you to take that in consideration. Now, let me go back to something you said. CooNaycheeStank. Now, let me go back to what you said. You said, if I said that, then that's what it is. Okay? Yeah. Now, here's the question. If I try to get you to change your stance on that, okay, because I feel a certain way about you and I want to connect with you in that way, am I trying to get you to compromise your standard, or am I just trying to connect with you on a deeper level?
I think that you are, in my opinion, you're trying to make me compromise my standard, and you don't respect my standard.
Are you serious?
Yes. If I told you,
'cause I want to get greasy?
Yep. If I told you that I ain't greasing up nothing till you jump the broom, and then we ain't sweeping, we ain't doing nothing. I don't see ain't no talking, no broom, ain't no ain't no dustpan nowhere, and then you want me to what?
So here's the problem with that. Problem with that is we're both looking at the same glass and we see different things. So I look at the glass.
If I tell you up front.
You told me, hell, people say a lot of things up front they say that people feel feel different ways up front till they don't. That's true.
If I tell you in the beginning, and we've been going on for 2.5 years, and then I think you just need to fight it or marry me.
What the?
I'm just saying, that's the key to the kingdom.
And then
that is the key to the kingdom.
So if that's the case, all right, let me add another element. Since we're going down this rabbit hole.
Okay, that's the key to the kingdom.
Let me go down this rabbit hole with you. Let me go down this rabbit hole. And we're going to ask the audience what they think, but we're going to go down this rabbit hole. All right. Say I wait.
Say you wait. Uh-huh.
And I realize we're not sexually compatible. Mm-hmm. That's hypothetical. Mm-hmm. Is it okay for me to get it annulled or a divorce?
How long were you trying to figure out if we're compatible or
Let's
not?
say about 3 months.
Well, if that's your feelings, if that's your feelings,
I'm asking you, is that okay?
If that is your feeling,
now you.
If
what you're doing is deflecting.
I don't think that's okay.
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
think
asking
it's okay.
you.
I don't think it's okay. But
if your sex trash,
I feel like
if that mouth don't do what it's supposed to do, what that mouth do? Get a
tea pulled or something.
Huh? Snag a foot like that. So but is it okay to get the marriage annulled? Because we're sexual beings. And listen, I'm not suggesting you have sex before marriage. I'm saying whatever your standard is, what it is. And I'm just looking at the other side of that as well. Because we can always look at the glass and see what we want to see.
Right.
Now, but I want you to see what the other person sees. Mm-hmm. All right? And so is it okay for the person to say, I love you, but see, sex is a big part for me. And I don't think we're compatible sexually.
I think
so I'm gonna have to end that.
If that's your feeling, yes. I would much rather you leave me in 3 months than 30 years down the line, you tell me like, I ain't never won in no way. And it ain't never no good. It's been trash. I thought, you know what I'm saying? I would much
If a
rather you
joker
do
stay
that. but
30 years and the booty been trash for 30 years,
He been out there slipping and dipping and hitting and spitting, as you say.
golly.
Well, I'm just saying, but I would not.
I mean, some people are in sexual relationships where it has not been good, and you and I both know people like that. So what I'm saying is that yes, stick by your standard, but you're asking.
I mean, you said that too slow. Yeah, stick by your standard, but
No, stick by your standards. I believe in that. You know that.
yeah.
But I'm just saying the other person has the option and opportunity too.
Oh, most definitely. So, do you think he should wait, or what would you tell him?
Stick by his standards.
Okay.
So now, stick by his standards. So now,
What if he didn't make his standards known from the beginning? He can create them as he go.
yeah,
Okay.
you can create them as we go.
Okay.
I mean, because think about it. If you're asking, you're asking me to honor your standards. So now, I'm simply.
So how would you leave? So I thought I could do this, but I can't. I mean, is that how you walk out?
No,
Like
you.
I
you
thought
say, let me show you communicate.
You bend over. I'm out. What? What?
This is. I wouldn't say it quite like that.
I'm just saying.
Now that I'm a communications expert, I would sit the person down and say, you know what? We both have values, needs, and it's important that in a relationship, our values are in alignment. I value a healthy sexual relationship that includes blank. And what I've experienced is not been your value. Nothing wrong with either one of them. I just don't think that puts us in alignment because it is extremely high on my value and needs list. That's how I would communicate.
Why you ain't tell me that when we met at the club and I told you that? I told you that night you ain't talking about what was high on you. You was like, yo, shawty, I'm good. I'm good. So why you didn't tell me that then?
Because that ass was fat. He just told you that. The ass.
You know what?
The ass was fat. Okay, I'm telling you the truth. I thought that would be good in it. I thought that would be good in it.
Oh shit. Paul Ray go write it, but it's the truth.
Right.
Let me see that.
Write it, Palmer.
Let me see it.
I've been screaming it back here.
What did our producer say?
Oh, no standards.
Because you ain't have no standards.
Oh.
You don't have no standards.
Oh, yeah, you didn't.
Nah, a nigga did have a standard.
Who did?
That ass had to be fat. That was the standard. I'm just
know what?
saying. I'm just saying. That was the standard. So she like, well, hey, look, I'm just saying. But that's what I would do. Now, to sum this up, I want to sum this up by saying this. We're making it funny, but standards are no laughing matter.
No, really.
They're no laughing matter. And what I say is you have a standard, whatever that standard might be, there are going to be people who don't agree with it. But as long as you agree with your standard, number one. Number two, your standard is a value that you've decided that I am going to live by. Then live by that. Now, if you decide to change your mind because it's you and you feel like, you know what, the situation, the circumstances have changed, things have changed, I'm okay with changing my mind, then fine. But don't change or compromise your standard because you're being pressured to do so. That's what I say. What say you? I'll let you have the last word.
I say, if you have you created a standard for a reason. Most of the times when you sit down and you think about what your standards are, it comes from a hurt place or a broken place, or somebody did something to you and you're like, okay, I got to create a standard for that. From most of the people that I know.
Okay.
So I say, if you created a standard, it was important enough for you to create it. So let it be important enough for you to stand on it.
Stand on it. I like that. All right. Give us the card for the. Show them the game. Hold up the games, there.
So we created a
Hold on,
card game.
Oh, I hold on one. So I hold both of them.
Look, I'm
let
like,
me hold both of them.
What? So we created didn't come out right. We created a fun card game, the Moment of Truth. We have an original version and the sex edition. If you want to get to know someone, if you want to have some fun with your friends, again, I do mine on cousin night, and I forgot to take ours. I'll take it this time.
Oh, can you imagine taking it with your
Oh my gosh, I was
mom
with my aunts and my mom and my cousins. That would have been so fun. I forgot to take it.
That would have been funny.
But it is a fun game. It is a fun way to break the ice at any event. If you're having a big event or a small event or just you and one other person, it's a great way to break the ice. And they are available. If you click the
link in the bio.
The link in the bio, it's in there. Okay.
Click the link in the bio. Link in the bio. And get the dual pack. Get both of them.
It's fun.
All right. What you got, CooNaychee?
You go out with your new boo and their friends who are racist.
Ooh.
Does it affect how you see your new boo? Wait.
Okay.
A, yes, birds of a feather flock together. B, no, so long as your boo isn't racist. C, yes, if your boo doesn't check them. D, no, but you two need to have a talk.
You said if my boo doesn't check them.
Yeah. A, let me see, I'm going to read it again. You go out with your new boo and their friends who are racist. Does it affect how you see your new boo? A, yes, birds of a feather flock together. B, no, as long as your new boo isn't racist. C, yes, if your new boo doesn't check them. And D, no, but you two need to have a talk.
Yes, the C. If your new boo don't check them.
They don't check them, then it goes to A.
Then it goes to A. Yeah, but it's C because if you're okay with that, and it's your friend, if you're okay with that, that tells me about your philosophy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Audience, what would you do? You go out with your new boo and their friends who are racist. Does it affect how you see your boo? A, yes, birds of a feather flock together. B, no, as long as your boo isn't racist. C, yes, if your boo doesn't check them. And D, no, but you two need to have
Which
a
one
talk.
would be for you, babe?
Yeah, it would be C.
C?
It would be C, yes, if your boo doesn't check them. And then it would go to 1. Yes, birds of a feather flock together, even though I could only choose 1. But it's C.
Okay.
It's C.
All right, we'll do. All right, you know what? This is a funny topic, but it was a real topic.
Yeah.
We just made it. And I want to leave everybody with this. Look this up. CooNaycheeStank. Until next week, let me know what you find out. CooNaycheeStank.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. You could have been anywhere, but you're here with the Grand Canyons, and for that, we are forever grateful. Have a super duper fantastic rest of the week. And until next week, we're out.